Hi, I'm Simon Padian, Saab Brand Design Chief here at the Frankfurt International Motor Show, where we're showing for the first time the all-new Saab 9.5. Now, for all of us that have been working on it for such a long time, we've always felt very positive, very enthusiastic and very confident about the design of the whole new car. We've shown it and had a lot of response. We've seen all the images in the media and all of the attention it's received. We know that it's got a very positive feel about it. Now, having shown it at the motor show here, I have to say the response was overwhelming. I've never seen so many people on the Saab stand before, and everyone had positive comments to make about the car and was very enthusiastic. Really good signal for the future, and I can't wait to see the car in numbers on the road. Okay, let's take a look at the car a bit more closely, and I can show some of the details to you that make the car so special. As you can see, the new 9.5 really builds on a lot of the classic Saab design cues that we've seen in previous models and of course in previous concept cars. Let me just point out some of the key features that I think are very important for this car. Firstly, of course, the wraparound windscreen, which leads into the side glass, really gives that classic Saab cockpit look to the vehicle. We have, of course, the very clean body side, which is very important. That comes from our Scandinavian design tradition, of course. The classic vent line, which runs into the hockey stick at the front of the pillar. Again, we've seen these elements before, but they all come together in a much bolder, much more dynamic and a much more distinctive way, which gives the car much more presence on the road and a much more powerful impression when you see it. The C-pillar itself, very dominant, of course, with the convex leading into the concave line and really sweeping around the rear of the car in a nice sculptural way. If you look at the rear of the car, of course, you see we've got a very new identity to the rear end of the vehicle, which gives it a very distinctive look so that you recognise that, yep, this is a Saab that's in front of me. Also sweeping across, very horizontal, really widens the car, but also the detailing on the lamp is very unique. We've got this special blue ice block look to the actual lenses, which gives a lot of depth and transparency, and again, just reminds you that this car comes from Scandinavia. Notice how the front grille really emphasises the fact that this is a much bolder, much more confident feel to the whole car that we have with the new 9.5. It is, of course, based on the three-hole grille that we see from all our Saabs and we've had evolving over the time, but it's much more prominent. It's deeper, wider, takes a bigger place on the front end of the car. We've got a redesigned wing in the centre of the grille, and of course the word mark takes a much larger space in the front grille there, so you really can see that this is a Saab and it's proud of it. If you look at the lamps, it's sweeping around the side. You'll also notice that we have the blue layered ice block look in those, so you get this nice feeling and reminder of Scandinavia. They tend to lead your eye round to the side of the car, just as the whole windscreen does, which wraps around into the side windows there. And this, of course, is a theme that we've had, well, from the original 900, but we've also shown in the concept cars throughout the last few years. So this is really bringing a lot of the thinking from the concept cars into production and putting it on the road. And that's some of the key elements and some of the key design features of the car which we've now seen. For me personally, I think it's the way the car works as a whole which is so successful. It is an entity, and it's of course very important from our Scandinavian design tradition that you see the car as a whole, not individual elements. I think more importantly for me, it appeals on a much more emotional level. It really does signify a step towards the future. We've got all of these elements from the concept cars that are coming into this vehicle, which is going on the road, and it really breathes Saab in a much more confident way and really does connect emotionally. So I'm very excited about this car.